Hello, my name is Samar. I also go by Sam or First Time Panner. Any of those you want to call me, you can. This will be a lip swatch video, and today I'll be swatching the Sephora Favorites Holiday Lip Kit. So this retails for $52. It's very new. I just got it in the mail a few days ago. It came out this past week. It has 10 different lip products, so it has different lip glosses, lipsticks, lip liners, lip balms, and I will also read out everything that it has in the kit. And I'll do lip swatches and hand swatches, and I'll also do hand swatches in natural lighting. I currently have a few different lights on me, and then I have my window with natural light on this side, which is why this side looks brighter. So I'll make sure to do arm swatches in natural light so you can see the true tone of everything. But I just wanted to do lip swatches because almost every single product that I look up to that's Rosie in the cat tree, that I look up for swatches, I almost never find anyone with my skin tone doing swatches. So even though I'm not the best at these videos and I don't have the best lighting and I have a noisy background because I always keep my windows open for my cats, I wanted to do this just in case no one else is. And for reference, I would say like my summer skin tone, it's mid-September, so I would consider myself to be a medium skin tone, and in winter I have what I would consider to be light medium skin. My face is always darker than my chest because my chest never tans, so don't let this fool you. My face is currently what I would consider to be a medium shade, and I have very, very warm golden yellow undertones, just for reference. So I'm just going to read off this card that comes with the kit. So the first thing that it has is the Clarins Water Lip Stain in Red Water 03, which is this. It has the Dr. Dennis Gross Skincare Dermafusion Plump and Repair Lip Treatment in Clear. It has a full size of the Dr. Jart Plus Vital Hydra Solution Jelly Bear Hydrating Lip Mask. It has a Fenty Beauty Gloss Bomb Universal Lip Luminizer in Fenty Glow, which is the original shade, and this is the same size that the little 100-point perk Fenty lip glosses always come in. Sometimes Sephora has these and it's just the exact same thing. It has a full size of the Huda Beauty Faux Filler Gloss Bombshell in Pinky Brown, and a full size Kosas Wet Lip Oil Gloss in Unbuttoned, which it's saying here the shade description is a soft warm blush. There's a Lancome Juicy Lip Tube in the shade 05 Marshmallow Electro, which it also gives, it's starting to give the shade descriptions randomly. I have no idea why, but it's described as a sugar pink with rose gold shimmer, and a full size of the Say Lip Liner 101 in the shade Twist, which is described as a mauve nude. There's a Tarte Maracuja Juicy Lip Plump in the shade Honeysuckle, and finally there is a YSL or Yves Saint Laurent Beauty Left Shine Plumping Lip Oil Gloss in the shade 44 Nude Lavalier. Please don't make fun of me. And then of course with all the Sephora Favorites kits, it comes in this little pouch, which I do love a makeup bag. I'm trying not to buy them just for the makeup bags, but I do love them. And this one is kind of just the standard size, and it's the same like puffer material. I'll get started with the swatches in the order that they're listed on the kit, except I will actually save the Clarins lip stain for the last one that I swatched because I don't want it staining my lips and affecting the color that you see for all of the other products. So this will be last, and this is actually the only one I have not yet tried. I've tried all the other ones on my lips already, and spoiler, I really like this lip kit. Everything works for me. First is the Dr. Dennis Gross Dermafusion Plump and Repair Lip Treatment in Clear, and this is one where you just click it up, but it comes out pretty fast, so I think you would have to be careful with that. But it's just a clear lip treatment, so there's not much to swatch, but I'll still swatch it for you. And I do have a mirror here, so I think I'm actually gonna use this instead of my camera. And I've had it on my hand for longer than I've had it on my lips, and I do actually feel a very slight burning sensation. Not that it hurts, but I do feel a slight burning sensation on my hand, so it's definitely more of a burny rather than a minty tingly plumping product. Okay, it's been about a minute since I put it on my lips, and now I am feeling the burning on my lips. I'm not used to lip plumpers. I don't wear lip plumpers at all. So I think, and I did get a bit in my mouth, which is my fault because I wasn't careful with it. So I now feel it. I feel it on my tongue. I don't like this sensation, but if you're used to lip plumpers, you might be okay with that. Oh yeah, I just wiped it off my lips and I can still feel the burning. That's not very pleasant. I don't know why in my head, when I saw the word plump, I didn't really think that it would be a burning one since it's more of a skincare brand. Next is the Dr. Jart Vital Hydra Solution Jelly Bear Hydrating Lip Mask. So this is what it looks like. I'll give you a hand swatch, I guess, but this is what it looks like. This is what it looks like when you first pick it up, and then I'll kind of like blend it out. But it kind of just seems like a standard lip mask. So the color just completely disappears once you spread it out on your lips. And I think I love a lip mask, so I'm very happy with this, but this would probably be something that I would only use at nighttime. Next is the Fenty Beauty Gloss Bomb in the shade Fenty Glow, and I already have a full size of this, so instead of opening this, I think I'm just gonna keep this one fresh. Maybe I can give it to a friend or a family member, and I'm just gonna swatch the one that I own. But this is the shade Fenty Glow on my hand, and now I'll put it on my lips. And you've probably seen this a million times, but I want to swatch it anyway just so you can see what it looks like since it is in the kit. That's what it looks like. It's pretty sheer, and also my lighting is not the best at capturing the actual shade, but I think you can tell that it is a warm toned semi-sheer gloss. I just changed the lighting so you can try to see it a bit better. Again, I'm not good at these. Next is the Huda Beauty Faux Filler Gloss Bombshell in Pinky Brown. This is what it looks like swatched out. It's I would say it's more pink than brown, like a slight mauve tone pink. Also, I don't know if you can tell, but where I had that lip plumper swatched on my hand is a little bit red. That was a little too intense for me, but I'll swatch it. This is what the doe foot looks like, by the way, which I think is very interesting. I don't know if it's supposed to, like, maybe it's supposed to hug your lips. I'm not sure, but I'm gonna do the lip swatch. And this, when I tried it on, it was a lot more pigmented than I expected, and also a lot of product is on the doe foot when you take it out of, I don't know why I'm talking while I'm applying these lip products because that just looks horrible, but a lot of product comes off on the doe foot when you take it out of the tube, so you probably don't need all the product, but I'm just going to put everything that's on the doe foot on my lips just to show you what one application looks like. Here's what it looks like on my lips, and again, this definitely, especially on me, looks more pink than brown, but I feel like because it does have that brownish mauvish undertone, it doesn't look super like bubblegum Barbie pink on me, which I hate. Like on my skin, this just looks like a regular pink. So I'm actually not mad about this shade, and I like the way it looks on my skin tone, but again, if you have a different skin tone, this probably would show up differently on you. Next is the Kosas lip oil. It's the wet lip oil gloss in the shade Unbuttoned, which is a soft warm blush shade. And I don't know, the tube that I got is a little weird. Like half the tube looks like it would be just a regular gloss, and the other side looks like a shimmery gloss. Like I don't know if just all the shimmer deposited on this side because it was like laying on one side and it settled, but you can see all of the shimmer and the glow on this side, and then on this side it just disappears. So I don't really know what that's about, but I've been trying to swirl it around. This is what it looks like, and again, I don't have the best lighting, but I would say that the description is actually perfect for this. It is a soft warm blush, and I'll put it on my lips, so not a lot comes off on the doe foot, and also the doe foot on this thing is very small and very flimsy, so I'm gonna dip back in for my top lip. But this is what it looks like on me. It's kind of just like, I don't know, a My Lips but shinier shade. It doesn't really do much, but I think this would be a very nice topper to have, and this is definitely a shade that I feel like I could use. Now we're on to the Lancome Juicy Tube. This is a classic, iconic lip product. This one is in the shade Marshmallow Electro, which is shade 5. This is actually, I almost bought this during the, it was like the 21 Days of Beauty copycat sale that Sephora does. I very nearly bought this, and I'm so glad I didn't because this ended up being in the lip kit anyway. And this is described as a sugar pink with rose gold shimmers, and again, I think that's a perfect description. It is kind of like a frosty pink, and you do get that gold like micro glitter throughout, and it actually lasts for hours and hours. Like, I've never had, especially I feel like shimmer glosses, like I love Fenty gloss, but I will say the like shimmery ones, you cannot see the shimmer after even just like 5-10 minutes. This one, because it is a thicker formula, it did last nearly all day. That's what it looks like on my lips. This one just, I'm a little biased. I used to love Juicy Tubes when I was a kid. My mom used to have them, not me. I did not have makeup as a little kid, but she loved the shade Baby Doll, and she would always have that, and sometimes she would let me use it, and this was like my first experience with makeup, and I don't know, it just brings me back. So that's what it looks like. Again, here's the swatch. It's just, there's not much to it. It's basically, once you put it on your lips, it's a clear gloss with some gold shimmer. Now we're onto the lip liner. This is the Say Lip Liner 101 in the shade Twist, which is described as a mauve nude. This is what the lip liner looks like, and yes, that red patch is from the lip plumper. My skin definitely did not like that. Out of all the products, I thought this one would be the one that wouldn't work for me because I thought it would just be too light for my lips, especially in summer, but this does actually show up. I do have to put 2 layers of it, but I mean, it's kind of a sheer lip liner anyway, so I think you would have to build it up regardless. That's a lip liner with 1 layer, and it kind of just looks like a faint mauve line around my lips, which it's a lip liner, but I really feel like I could just put a clear gloss on top of this and people wouldn't really notice that I'm wearing lip liner. Like, it wouldn't be very obvious. This is the shade Built Up and faded a little bit into my lips, and I feel like this is definitely, like, if you are a lip liner type of person, definitely use 2 layers of this lip liner, but now I feel like it shows up perfectly fine, and I would definitely wear this with something on top. In fact, I think on one half of my lips, I'm gonna put the Huda Faux Filler, and on the other half, I'm gonna use the Juicy Tube. So I'll start with a Juicy Tube so that I don't get a bunch of purple in the tube, and I'll just put it on my right side. That is so pretty. I really like the way that looks. And then the Huda Faux Filler. This is what it looks like with the faux filler on top. The faux filler is just slightly warmer than the lip liner, but I think it still works really well. So you could pair this lip liner with either of these shades or anything else, of course, but I thought it might be nice to try it with the other lip glosses that come in this kit. Okay, my lips are starting to feel it a little bit, so there's only 2 left, and the first one is the Tarte Maracuja Juicy Lip Plump in the shade Honeysuckle, and it's actually a lot darker than I thought it would be, though it is really sheer, so don't let this scare you if you have a very fair skin tone. It is very sheer, but oh, let me do the hand swatch first. This is with about 4 layers. It does not have much pigment in it, and you will not get a lot of pigment deposited onto your lips. So I'm going to put 2 layers to start, and then I'll build it up to I'll build it up to 4 layers. Also, I realized you can see my trash grabber back there. Sometimes, I don't want you to think I'm weird, sometimes I have stuff fall behind my bed, so I got one of those to like grab stuff that I can't reach. That's why it's there. But this is what it looks like with 2 layers, and this one is, again, this is another lip plumper, but it's the minty tingly type, and I've had this on my lips for about a minute now, and yeah, it just feels like I put a minty scented lip product on my lips. It's not painful, it's not irritating at all. So definitely, if you were worried about these lip plumpers from Tarte, which I was for the longest time, I did not buy them. Just know that it's not anything painful, or it's not gonna like make your lips super big if you're worried about that as well. This is kind of just like a minty sensation on your lips. It's not extreme. I'll build it up to 4 layers just to see if I can get anything else out of this. Doesn't look much different. It kind of just looks more glossy. So I guess this is all you're gonna get out of this, but I feel like the fact that it's so sheer makes it pretty universal. I feel like this still would show up on skin tones that are much deeper than mine, and if you are very fair, this would just look like kind of just like a cool tone purple lip gloss on you. I don't think it would be that dark and noticeable. Okay, now there's 2 more because I forgot I skipped the Clarins lip oil in the beginning. So this is the YSL Love Shine Plumping Lip Oil Gloss in the shade 44 Nude. I'm gonna tell you right now, this is not really plumping. Also, the entire component, but especially the doe foot, is absolutely tiny. So this is all I could get, but it's kind of just a pink gloss. Oh, 44 Nude Lavalier. I genuinely cannot say that. I'm so sorry. But of course I have to do a few different layers because there's not a lot of product on this thing. And when you first take it out of the tube, it smells weird. Like when I first took it out, I was like, did this go bad? And then for some reason, it's not until you like spread it out onto your lips, it actually smells like green apple Jolly Ranchers. But if you just like take it out of the tube and smell it, it smells kind of bad. But this is what it looks like on my lips. It's just a nudie pink on me, more to the pink side, but because it's so sheer, it kind of just blends into my lips. I like it. I'll definitely use it up. It shouldn't take me long because it's so tiny, but I don't know, it's cute to have something YSL in my collection. Finally, we've made our way back to the Clarins Water Lip Stain in the shade, oh my gosh, Water 03. Oh, this has a brush applicator. I don't know how I feel about that. It's also much more pigmented than I expected it to be, so this will probably turn my hand red as well, just like that dang darn lip plumper. Yeah, this is another one that I've never tried before, so I don't really know what it's going to be like going into this, but we'll find out together at the same time. Oh, it's very, very cooling. Oh my gosh, like immediately upon application. I'll be honest, I'm not really liking the brush applicator, but I'm just gonna go with it because I have to. I already went outside my lip lines. This applicator is really difficult to use. Okay, so that was a very, very cooling product. It actually feels like you're painting water onto your lips. I'm assuming that I have to wipe this off to see the stain. So first I'm gonna start with what's on my hand. It's been about maybe a little over a minute since I applied it onto the back of my hand, and we'll see what it looks like. Oh yeah, that is kind of that more hot pink, like traditional stain. I don't know if the different shades give different stains, but I know that like most stains kind of dry down to hot pink. And now I'll take it off of my lips. I would say that's a pretty good stain actually. On my lips, it definitely looks more red than on my hand. On my hand, it just purely looks hot pink, but on my lips, I'm seeing like a slightly pink tone red. So if you want a red lip stain, I would say that's a pretty good one. And if you're interested in this kit and this sounds like something you would like, yeah, I would say a thumbs up from me. But there's a stain. I kind of want to see, again, I just love this juicy tube. I'm gonna put this on top of the lip stain since I feel like this bright red is kind of freaking me out a little bit. Okay, That's better. It's always better with a gloss. Everything's better with a gloss. But that's all I have for this video. I will post the, sorry, my fingers are cracking. I'll post the arm swatches in natural sunlight on the screen so that you can see all those. Please let me know if you have any questions. But yeah, that'll be all for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Maybe I'll see you in my next video. If this is your first time here, you should subscribe. But anyway, thank you for watching. I hope you have a great day. Bye.